Hey everybody, Larry the Table Guy, Larry the Canvas Guy, um, homeless once again. Now, as I speak to you right now, I'm in this company paid for extended stay. They had me drive at my own expense from New Orleans to Cleveland to come do this job, but they were able to put me up in a place. And they said I'm making all kinds of money this summer, but it's a 1099 gig, 100% commission. And I was told them, look, I don't really have the means to do this, but they really wanted me because of my resume and things I've been able to do at other companies. And so they were willing to give me $1,000 advance, but they did not. And they were willing to give me a $250 travel voucher to cover some of my expenses of moving to Ohio. They did not. But they wanted me to buy a tablet and on my own expense and buy a Segway and things, which I get that. I can see how those things could make me more productive, and I'm 90% sure that this is a real gig that people actually make money from, but I'm not able to risk it because I'm 50 years old. I have no health care. I had a job with healthcare. COVID took that away. Then I had COVID for a month, but then I couldn't pay the next month. So then I went on Medicaid, but then when I got unemployment, they said my unemployment income was too high and they took me off of Medicaid. So now I got nothing. So now I'm out here in Cleveland with no health insurance, working with the public. I'm not fully vaccinated. And it's just such a high risk bar. And then also, I don't control my own territory. I have to go where they tell me, so they pretty much dictate what my success is going to be. And like I say, I'm 90% sure that it's a real thing, but I just can't risk it. It's kind of like I was 90% sure that college was a good option for me. Everyone told me I was really smart and that I should use my brain to make a living. I should definitely go to college. And I took that advice and I went to college, and it was the biggest mistake in my life. I should have never gone to college. And let that be a lesson to you, kids. Don't go to college in the United States of America. It is a total scam. You just end up being a debt slave for life. You can never declare. I'm going to have to declare bankruptcy this summer, and in the process, I'm going to lose my car, and I'm going to lose any other. I don't own anything else, and I don't really own the car. And they'll probably take my RV, which is the only thing I have to live in now that I'm homeless again. But I can't actually live in my RV because of where it's parked right now, and that's a whole nother thing. But and I got somebody else that I'm taking care of. Oh my God, it's so much. But I just can't do it. I'm just not well off enough to be gainfully employed. It takes money to make money, and I just don't have it. And so anyway, I feel like the company I was working for, about to work for, had worked for, for a few days anyway, is in breach of contract. But they're going to say that I'm in breach of contract, and they're going to charge me $2,600 for this place. And so I told them, to live here for 4 months, right? And so I said, okay, well, you're going to charge me that. You're going to send me to collections to collect on that. So can I just stay here for 4 months since I'm going to end up paying for it anyway? No. I have to leave and pay for this place for the next 4 months, and I'm still not allowed to live here. Okay? So, yeah. So this is Reaganomics. So this is 1099, gig work, Amazon McJob economy. And, I don't see the value in playing this game because, like, if I get sick, I go bankrupt and lose everything anyway. I have no health care at all, and even after I declare bankruptcy, I'm still at $85,000 in student loan debt, and I'll never be able to own a house. And even though I've paid $20,000 towards a car that's only worth $25,000, I still don't get to keep the car. They're going to repossess that and auction it off, and I'm still going to owe another $20,000, even though I don't have the car. So it's like, is working even, like, why? Why work? Why do anything, right? if I'm just going to end up starving and getting sick and being bankrupt anyway and losing everything anyway, whether I work or not, why take the risk? Now, I think that this job is, like I say, I'm 90% sure that this is a real gig that I could actually make money from. That's why I was willing to make the trek up here and take the risk. But now that I've had a taste of it and I've seen the pitfalls of it, and how like certain glitches you can lose commissions, and I mean it's too much. So it's too much of a risk. Like I say, I thought college wasn't a risk, and it definitely was. And it's just like Biden says, hey, these kids that went to college, they got to learn some responsibility for not being able to predict the labor market 4 to 8 years in the future. Even though anyone on Wall Street will tell you that they can't even predict tomorrow or even the next nanosecond. If you go to a financial advisor and you say, hey, can you get me some stocks that'll definitely give me returns this year? They'll be like, oh, you can't predict the market. Oh, but as an 18-year-old going to college, I was supposed to predict exactly what was going to happen in terms of outsourcing and automation and all that kind of stuff when I took out the loans to get the degree for the jobs that are now outsourced and automated away. And I can't go to the college and say, hey, you sold me a bill of goods, you sold me a defective product, give me my money back. And I can't even declare bankruptcy on it. So again, it's like, I can't take a risk on a 1099 gig job that's 100% commission. I mean, I thought I could stomach it, but it's not worth it. I'm gonna work my ass off 12, 16-hour days and still lose everything. So it's just not worth it. So what I really need to do is go get a job that like has decent pay and good benefits and some secure. Oh, that's right. None of those jobs exist anymore. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's not possible. Well, I guess it's homelessness for me. I am moving out of this place today, which is May 5th, 2021. But they're going to try to act like I lived here until September or something and then bill me for that. But I'm making this recording now and making it public to demarcate the day when I actually moved out of this place. Okay? And hopefully that'll, I don't know, help me in court later. I'm not sure. But anyway. I don't want to say the name of the company. I don't want to cast aspersions. I mean, there's people working at the company who swear by it. But I just know that other employers in the past have really, really burned me where they said the job was going to be this and it was that. And they said that, oh, you get to 5 years and you get all these bonuses. And then I got to 5 years and I got one bonus and then I got fired. Because why? Because I made it to 5 years. That's why. And they can hire somebody new and tell them, hey, 5 years from now, you know what I mean? And I'm 50 years old. So, I mean, that's pretty much going to be the rest of my life where they know that I know what's up because I've been around the block a time or two. But these young kids, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed with all kinds of optimism, they're going to work their tail off for some future that they're never going to get, just like I did when I was a kid. I was like, well, I'm going to beat the odds. I'm going to, make straight A's in honors physics and become a physicist, which is like becoming a rock star. And I did. I made straight A's in honors physics, but there ain't no job. There ain't no way to pay that back. Don't dream. The American dream is a lie. Just like George Carlin said, they call it the American dream because you'd have to be asleep to believe it. I'm out.